Today's games showed the importance of depth and great role players that complement the stars. So here are my reactions to today's playoff games. Let's get started. The first game of the day was an expected blowout. The Celtics cruised past the Heat behind a Tatum triple-double in an overall great team game. They reined in the threes at great efficiency and played really good overall ball. Outside of a run in the fourth quarter, the Celtics had complete control of this game and will control over the series. I think this is going to be a sweep. As for the Heat, this is only good playoff experience for their young players like Jaime and Jovic. They are too injured and don't have the star power to keep up with Boston. This series is going to end very quickly, as the Celtics should be looking to make the finals at a minimum, as they have an easy path through the East with an injured Knicks team, injured Embiid, and a hobbled Bucks. I don't think I'll cover the rest of the series unless something interesting happens. Celtics in 4. The next game of the day was the Mavs vs Clippers. The Clippers won 109-97, and to be honest, the score tells a different story than the actual game. This game was a blowout for the entire game as the Mavs stood no chance since tip-off. Even without Kawhi out there, the Clippers dominated. Harden played really well along with Zubac and PG. The depth really showed out during this game, and it was the difference, as the Mavs role players were completely garbage, blowing easy layups, shooting bricks, and overall playing really bad defense. Luka played okay because he was inefficient, and Kyrie had a good game. However, this is an outlier shooting game for both teams. Both teams aren't going to play like this the entire series. Clippers shot 50% from the 3, and it's not sustainable. However, if they were to keep a relatively hot streak, the Mavs could be done sooner than we think. But this game is an indicator of the whole series. Yes, Kawhi will come back and really put pressure on the Mavs, but I think the Mavs take game 2 swinging and make this series interesting. I still have the Mavs in 7. The Bucks beat the Pacers pretty handily behind the performance of Dame Time Lillard, scoring 35 points in the first half and then having the rest of the Bucks team continue the lead. For them, the majority of the game, the Bucks dominated and the Pacers looked lost and out of place. The defense for the Bucks was especially good as they put this offense under 100 points, especially on Tyrese, as he has a bad game, scoring only 9 points. Pascal Siakam went off though, as he is one of the only Pacers players that really kept them in this game. But this is without Giannis, and if Lillard continues to play like this, the Pacers are going to get swept, no question. Giannis will only make it harder for both sides of the ball, helping the Bucks cruise past the Pacers. Another thing is that the role players are becoming standouts for these playoffs. No role players on the Pacers stood out, in contrast to Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis for the Bucks. The Bucks team is looking like they're coming together at the right time, and the Pacers should just look to put up a fight at this point because they're not winning the series. The next game was the Thunder vs Pelicans. This was a very close defensive battle, but the Thunder ended up coming on top behind an SGA game winner. The Thunder are clearly struggling with size on the boards, and it could hurt them in the long run in this series and in the playoffs, along with the Pelicans' defensive length, especially along the perimeter, with Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, and Najee Marshall, that gives SGA and J-Dub problems with passing or even ISOs. This would be something to watch in this series. This series could be a lot closer than we originally thought, for this game was electric from start to finish. Seeing an OKC playoff atmosphere was nostalgic to the young trio days. SGA had a good game, Chet and J-Dub did their thing. However, out of those three, no one really stepped up to help. Jonas Valanciunas was a beast on the boards and was a key factor to why the Pelicans were in this game for a majority of the game. Murphy was going crazy from 3, and CJ and BI did their thing. The series is going to be very entertaining and closer than we all thought, but I still expect the Thunder to win. Today's games were pretty fun. OKC and the Pelicans made the night better after the 3 blowouts. Today, the role players in depth really stepped up and showed why they are arguably the most important part in a playoff round. Leave your guys' comments below